Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so welcome to Math160, Matrix Algebra. I'm an instructor for this class. My name is Shahera Jannah. Um, a little bit about me would be I'm a doctoral student at Columbia University. I'm doing my PhD on math education at there. And I'm kind of new in the teaching field, but so far I have taught in many schools like City College, Hunter College, Baruch College, Mercy Universities. This semester I'm teaching at Hunter College and Baruch College. I did my bachelor and master's from City College of New York, CCNY, and I love teaching. Okay, that's a little of me. If you have any question anytime, please let me know. Either you can unmute yourself or you can write on the chat box. I prefer unmuting yourself because I'm using one laptop. So it's hard to keep up with the chat box and the screen itself. So thank you for being here. It's kind of surprising that we are starting our semester with an online class. Personally, I love online classes. I prefer teaching online than in person. But I know many students, many of you don't like online classes. So I'll try to make it as easily doable as possible. Okay. So let me go over with our class page on Brightspace. This is our class page. When you log into Brightspace, actually when you log in, you have whatever classes you have. You're going to see all of your classes here. And then our class is Math160. You click Math160. And the first thing you should see is the announcement tab. I don't know how it looks like in phone, but I always use computer. So this is what I see from my point of view. The first thing is announcement. So anytime I need to tell you anything about anything, you'll see here. And then the next important thing here is two things. One is content and one is grades. The grades is for you to see what grades you get, and content is for me to upload everything you need to have. So if you click on content, I have few tabs on the left side. The first one is syllabus, then class playlist, then we have pre-lecture notes, then exam reviews. I'm going to have few more. One of them will be homework. I'm still working on homework tab. So syllabus, when you click on syllabus, I uploaded the syllabus in both version, PDF and Word. Some people like Word, some people like PDF. I like Word because I can modify anything here. And I also like PDF because it doesn't change the format once I upload it. And then the class playlist, I don't have anything here today, but after today, I'm going to have something here. There will be a link with YouTube link with our class recording. So I always record my classes. Students found them very helpful. So I try recording them. Sometimes I forget, but most of the time I do record my lectures and then I upload them on YouTube because YouTube have unlimited space. So I just put the link here. I'll put the link here. So any day you miss any class, all you have to do is click on the link and then you can see all the missed materials. But it doesn't mean you can be absent on whatever days you want. Nope. And then pre-lecture notes, all the notes I'm going to go over in class, I'm going to post them one by one. So my plan for now is to do 1.1 to 1.4, and then we are going to have our first exam, I think. And then I'm going to upload the next sets of lecture notes. Exam reviews, I already posted our exam one review based on my assumption what exam one will be based on. So this is my plan to give you exam one after covering all these materials. So again, I had two versions, one is PDF and one is Word. whichever is easier for you to access, you just click on it. Now let me start with homework tab. So homework tab is not here yet, but you'll see homework tab on the top, and then there will be also on the left side. So you click on it and then you upload your homework. Now let me go over the syllabus. To view the syllabus, you click on the syllabus tab, and then let me click on PDF version. Okay, so here our class is Monday, Wednesday from 1 to 2:15, and our classroom location will be Hunter West 411. For us, if you have Monday, Wednesday classes, then our last day of the class will be May 13. But if you have Tuesday classes, then your last day of the class will be 19. So this semester we have a weird schedule. Our last day of class, Okay, so our last day of class is 13, but for many people it will be 15. If you have Friday classes, then your last day of class is 15. And then final exam starts from 16. So 16, 17, 18 final exam. And then surprisingly, in the middle, May 19, it's not a final exam day, it's a lecture day. So if you have Tuesday classes, your last day of class is 19. And then final exam starts again from 20. So I never seen this schedule in my life, in my entire life. So this semester, it's really weird. Anyway, so we are safe because we are Monday, Wednesday. Our last day of class will be 13, and final exam information I have at the end. So I'm going to tell you that information later. For now, the office hour is Monday 12 to 12:35, like before class Monday. And I like to have some time between the office hour and then our class starts, because we have a prayer time. So I would like to pray before our class starts. And then this is our Zoom information. So usually my health is not so good. So many days I get sick, especially my cough. I have very bad cough situation. I have allergy on my throat. I have acid reflux in my stomach. And then when I get cold, all three things act up. So my cough gets really, really bad, really annoying cough. So that time I have to hold classes online. So anytime for any reason, if I hold classes online, this is our Zoom information. It will not going to change throughout the semester. Prereq for this course is Met 124 or 125 or 12550 or the placement exam. And then the textbook we're supposed to use is this one, Linear Algebra with Application, 10th edition, by Stephen and Lizette. Stephen, Leon, and Lizette, what's the last name? Let me see. Blah, 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 whatever. My chat box is covering my half of that thing, screen. Okay, about homework. So you're going to see lots of homework in this class. Every section you're going to cover, most of them will have homework. And the thing about homework is that I'm not going to take every single question in the homework. I'll just pick one question that is most important in that set of homework, and then I'll grade that one question. So if you get that one question correct, then you get the full point for the entire homework set, 10 points. And if you get that one question wrong, then for the rest, you get 3 points only. You may wonder why it sounds so unfair. Well, it does sound unfair, but from my previous experience, I seen that students don't like doing homework. And if I assign based on based on what based on not correctness, but for doing them, then they just write whatever they want to write. Last semester, I had one student. She always wrote, "Oh, you grade based on a submission, not based on correctness. I don't know how to do this question, so I need help." And she did it for every question, and she expected to get all points. So it got me really angry. So this semester, I said, "No, I'm not going to do that again," I used to have based on correctness, like based on submission, like as long as you submit it, you get full credit. But my last experience was really bad, so I decided to be strict this semester. So 10 points if you do all the questions correctly, showing all the work, but I'm going to grade only one question. And if you get that one question correct, you get full points. If not, then for the rest of the question, you get 3 points. That means you have to do all the questions seriously. Yes, you're going to submit the homework online on Brightspace. So I want you to do homework questions seriously, because all the questions, all the materials you're going to learn here, if you don't do any practice, how you're going to learn them? In class, we have only 75 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. So I cannot go over many examples. So if you don't do many examples, like just by doing one example, learning the materials is actually not a good idea. I mean, you cannot even learn the materials if you don't do any work. So I want you to learn your material so that you can be confident about your abilities and you can apply them in your later classes where you need them. So in order to help you guys, I am being strict this semester. Okay. So homework, you have to do them seriously. Submit every week. I'll set the deadline Monday. So whenever we finish one section, or even if we don't finish one section, our homework will be Monday midnight. And you'll submit online. And then I'll just grade one question, and then you see I'll also post the solution sometime in the semester for every question, for every homework. And that homework, including the attendance, is 20%. So my plan is to count attendance 8%, 9%, and homework 11%. This is my plan to count, but I'll think about it throughout the semester. But together, homework and attendance is 20%. So if you get absent, anything you can gain this class, it's impossible. Because if I count attendance as 11%, sorry, 9%, that means you get 91%. And 91 means if you get all the homework 100% correct, all the exam 100% correct, sorry, all the homework and all the exam, then you get 91%, which is A minus. So being absent will definitely lower your grade. So bottom line, be present in class. I'll take attendance almost every day. Today I'm not going to take it because it's online. It's already been taken by Zoom. So all I have to do is look through the Zoom and then I'll see you. So today 32 of you are here among 35 of you. Not bad. Only 3 absent. Okay, anyway, so exam, we will have 2 in-class exam and 1 final. Many instructors, they give 3 in-class exam and 1 final. I decided to give 2 only and then 1 final. And then the lowest one will be dropped. If one of the in-class exam you have lower than final exam grade, then it will be dropped and your final exam will be counted twice. But if your final exam, so 2 in-class exam and final exam, among 3 exams, if the final exam is the lowest one, then it will be counted once, and I'll count exam 1, exam 2, and final exam once. Take the average, 80% of that will go toward your grade. I'll talk more in details in class about this grading system. I actually did not make this grading system, the department did. I'm just here to give you all the information. So bottom line, our exam is 80%, homework and attendance is 20%. Estimate date for exam 1 and 2. I always have them and then I cannot follow them. So that's why this time I said, no, I'll just, oh, my thing. Oh, exam 1 is actually after 1.5. So I had to change my review sheet. Sorry about that. I forgot to change that. Our exam 1 will be when we finish chapter 1. So review sheet will be more. Review sheet will have more information. And also I'm gonna put 1.5 lecture notes later. So probably it will be after February 20. February 20, I have a very important exam to take. So before that, I don't want to stress myself with you guys' exam. So end of February or beginning of March or middle of March will be our first exam. Second exam will be after chapter 3 and 4. So around April, middle of April, probably, or end of April. And then our final exam is cumulative. So final exam date is May 18 at 11:30. So final exam time is always different than class time. Our class is from 1, but our final exam will start from 11:30 on May 18. So one exam is end of February, beginning of March, one of them. And then the other one is end of middle of April or end of April, something like that. Are you going to do homework in book? No, the homework, yes. The book is online, so I think you can find a PDF version online. So I'm going to assign homework from the book, but also I'm going to post the homework question. So even if you don't have the book itself, I'll just post the question so you can see the question themselves. Okay, where I was. Homework, exam, attendance. Attendance is mandatory. If you are 30 minutes late, you'll be marked absent. And throughout the semester, we have 28 lectures. Among these 28 lectures, you can have up to 3 excused absences. But 3 excused absences will be from the days when I take the attendance. So sometimes due to time, I don't take attendance. Sometimes I forget to take attendance. So any day I take attendance, among those days, you can have 3 excused absences. And if you are present, let's say you're present every other day, but that days I took the attendance, you were absent, I will actually count those absences. So 3 excused absences from all the days when I take attendance. 3 days are allowed. And then after 3 days, it doesn't matter what excuse you have, what reason you have, you will not be excused. It will be counted. And then in the class, I don't want you to use any laptop, any phone, any electronic devices, unless you're taking notes on tablet. So if you take notes on tablet or iPad, I'm fine with that. But if you keep your laptop on and you're saying that, oh, I'm taking notes on laptop, it's not acceptable. Okay. Matrix algebra, you cannot take notes on laptop. Unless you write something with pen, it's not doable. So please do not give me that that uh thing saying that I'm using laptop. No, you cannot use laptop in class. Tutoring is available in the Dolceani Center. It's in the East Building, 7th floor. If you never went there, you should go there. They have very good tutoring service. You can make appointment online or in person, and then they will help you with any matter you need help. We're allowed to use a scientific calculator only in this class. You cannot use graphing calculator because many things we are going to learn here is easily doable with graphing calculator. So department doesn't want you to use graphing calculator. They want you to use scientific ones so that you can do them manually without graphing calculator's help. Academic integrity, cheating is really a serious matter. If I see you cheating in the exam, I'll take your exam and then you're going to get 0 regardless of what you did. Like, let's say you did the entire exam by yourself and then at the end you decided to do something on phone just for a few points. Well, too bad because the entire exam you did by yourself, you get 0 because you cheated at the end. I caught you cheating that. So please do not cheat. When students cheat, it actually ruined the student's reputation. So I had a bad, not a, I had few bad experience about cheating. There are few students I like them a lot because they are serious in class, and I thought they are serious, they are good. I mean, they're careful, I thought. But then I saw them cheating in the exam, and the feeling I have for them, like the likeness or the respect I had toward them, I just lost them right away. So it's really bad. Not for your grade. Like with cheating, maybe you can get few points, but the reputation you ruined in your instructor's mind, instructor heart, like it will never gonna come back. So please do not cheat. Uh, if you have any type of learning disability, you can go to that which center? Accessibility Center. It's in the East Building, room 1124. Talk to them and then see if you can get any type of accommodation. If you can get any type of accommodation, that means you can get either twice the time, double time in your exam, or 1.5 times more in your exam. So if when other students will take the exam in 1 hour 15 minutes, you can take the same exam in 3 hours if you have double time. So this is actually a very good opportunity. Don't think it's a bad thing or it's something that will look bad toward your reputation. Actually, it's not. It's a very good thing for your exams, especially for your exams. If you are very bad exam taker or if you have exam phobia, then this is a very good opportunity. You can get more time so you can relax, you can think in good way. Uh, then this is the syllabus. So the book, the 10th edition of the algebra book, linear algebra book. We're not going to cover the entire book. We are going to cover 5 sections of chapter 1, 2 sections of chapter 2, and then 4 sections of chapter 3, 2 sections of chapter 4, 1, and 1 from 5 and 6. And then we are going to have our final exam. And this is a suggestion exam, sorry, not exam, suggested homework list from the department. I'm not going to assign all of these. I'm going to make this smaller, or I'm going to uh, give fewer number than all of these in every um, homework. So here 1.1 has so many questions. I'm going to give a few questions. 1.2 has this. Probably I'm going to give all these or probably a few. So I'll give you homework set will be from here in smaller number, in fewer number. And I'm going to also give you the question themselves so you can see them without having a book. But since the book is free, available online, I would suggest to read it. Not many things you're going to understand from me. So whatever you don't understand from my lecture, you can always go through the book. You can read the book and then you can learn themselves. Or I actually watch YouTube videos, or I play YouTube videos in class for many topics. So YouTube is a good way of learning the math, which is not so easy to understand. And that's all about the syllabus. So I talked for 25 minutes. Oh man. So any question from anyone? Any comments? Any question? Any concern? What is the textbook used for? The textbook is used for doing this homework and reading. So you're supposed to read the textbook so that you can understand the material better and this homework. There will be no quizzes. There will be only 2 exams and final exam. Extra credit, no. But in the exam, I'm going to give more points than the necessary points, but the highest point will be 100%. So I'll put extra credit on exams, but it will not let you have more than 100 points. So the maximum points you're allowed to get in any exam is 100, but within the exam, you'll have extra credits. Will all the suggested questions also be posted for extra practice? This is posted on syllabus. So if you download the syllabus, these are there. And also in every homework section, when I will assign you the homework, I also give you the suggested number from the department at that time. Do I teach with slides? Yeah, Microsoft Word. So let me go back here. See here, pre-lecture notes. If you want to take notes on tablet, you can just use PDF. Download this file and then work on them. Would there be a possibility that you carve the exam? No, Rayat. There is no carving in the exam. Sorry. If I do understand, we don't do the homework inside the book, but on Brightspace. The questions are inside the book, but you're going to submit them on Brightspace. So for example, let me go to here. So once you're done with section 1.1, you're going to do question number 1D, question number 2, question number 4, question number 5 from section 1.1 in your book. So these are required homework from 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 questions. From these 4 questions, I'm going to pick one question. Which one, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to pick one question that is most important, I feel, and then I'm going to grade that. So if you get that one question correct, you get 10 points. But if you don't get that one question correct, then you get 3 points. So that means you have to do all 4 because you don't know which one I'm going to grade. So you have to do all 4 on your notebook, on your paper, on the paper, or you can do it on your tablet. And then if you do it on tablet, then you have to submit PDF, everything actually. When you submit, you have to convert your file into PDF and then upload on Brightspace. So you take a picture, convert into PDF, and then the upload on Brightspace. I do this so that you can have your homework with you and I can just grade them on online. Because sometimes when you submit in person, then I have all your homework and you don't have anything else with you. And then if I lost them, that means I'm in trouble or also you are in trouble. So if you submit everything online, you have your copy, I have my copy, and then I'll grade them. So there is no chance of losing anything. It's safer. And see, I also put suggested question from the department. So these are just suggestions for extra practice, but the required one I'll put on the top, and I'll tell you everything after every section. Okay, so here after every section I have suggested, I have homework set, but I may change them a little bit later. So don't try to do all the homework now. I'm going to decide after every section which question to keep and which to omit if I have to omit anything. So these are the things I'm going to go over on Microsoft Word. So homework is still unavailable because I'm still working on the tab on the homework tab. So once I can find the homework tab, I can make the homework tab, you will see that visible on Brightspace. Right now it's not visible in there. Would the slides be Brightspace? Would the slides on Brightspace be changed throughout the semester? For now, whatever I posted from 1.1 to 1.4, I'm not going to change them. So I'm not going to post the entire semester slides together. I'm going to put little by little. Before I upload them, I'm going to modify them as much as needed. and then I'm going to upload them. So once I upload them, they are fine. And if I change anything, I'll let you know in class that maybe I made a mistake here, so fix that mistake, those things. Any other question from anyone? No? Okay, then let's start. 1.1, there is not much to do. So 1.1 talks about system of linear equations. What is a linear equation? Linear equation, a linear equation with n unknown is written as a1x1 plus a2x2 blah 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 equals to b. So in this format, you observe that none of the x's has a power, the degree. All those 1, 2, 3, they are subscript, not superscript. So superscript represent power, subscript represent just amount, number of times. So we have x1 means one variable, x2 means another variable, x3 means another variable. So it's like xyz. So linear equation has this format where all the number we have in from the variable, they are coefficients, and the other side of the equal sign are also real number. So coefficients and the other side of the equal sign is real number, and the variable, they have only one power. And if you have a bunch of system equations, then you just write them one after another in a format in is horizontal, not vertical, in a vertical format, going down from up. Now, if you're working with something where you have lots of linear equations to deal with, and if you try to write them down one by one, it's so much work to do, and then solving them is a headache. So then mathematician invented a new method where you don't have to work with all those variables. Instead, you can simply work with the numbers and omit the variables. So we write all the coefficients and the right side of the equal sign in one place as a matrix format, and that matrix is called augmented matrix. In augmented matrix, the left side, we divide our matrix into two pieces, one with a vertical line in the between. So on the left side of the vertical line, we write all the coefficients of your system of equations. And on the right side of the vertical line, we write all the right side of the equal sign. All the number we have on the right side of the equal sign, we write them one by one vertically. So the augmented matrix is a shorthand representation for the system of equations, a bunch of equations. Each row of the augmented matrix represents the corresponding equation of the system. And note that the unknowns and the equal signs have been omitted. So there are no variables, there are no equal sign in the matrix. So if you have a system of equations where you have a bunch of coefficients times a bunch of variables equals a bunch of numbers. So if you write them ax equals b format, so this ax equals b, we can write the augmented matrix for that, writing a and then vertical line b in a matrix format. Sometimes people don't write that vertical line. Some people then write the vertical line. So personally, I like the vertical line because it tells me that the last column in our matrix is the right side of the equal sign. So the coefficient matrix is all the coefficients, and the right side of the equal sign matrix, we call them constant matrix. So if you have a bunch of system equations here, x plus y plus z equals 5, we can write this line as coefficient 1, 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1. And the right side of the equal sign is 5. So 1, 1, 1, 5. The first line of the system equation is written only the numbers, no variables, no equal sign. The second line is 4x minus z equals 2. So we have coefficient 4 for x, negative 1 for z, and there is nothing for y. When you are missing a variable, that means you have a 0 coefficient. So this line is written as 4, 0, negative 1, the left side of the equal sign, and the right side of the equal sign has number 2, so this is number 2. Same thing, the last line is missing x, so we have a coefficient 0. So we have 0, 7, and 3. So 0, 7, 3, and the right side of the equal sign is 4. So we write all the numbers, omitting equal sign and the variable, and then you put, let me actually erase all of this. So we put a vertical line here. Some people do, some people don't. So the left side of the vertical line, this thing is called coefficient matrix. And the right side of the vertical line, these things, we call them constant matrix. Combining them, the entire thing, the coefficient and the constant gives the augmented matrix. Now one example. Write out the coefficient matrix for this system of equations. So it says coefficient. That means you are going to work with only the coefficient. So here we have 1, 2, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 2, 1. Here variable is missing. So this is 0. So 0, 3, 1, negative 2. 0, 3, 1, negative 2. Here the first coefficient, the first variable and the second variable is missing. So we get 0, 0. This one is negative 1. This is positive 2. So 0, 0, negative 1, 2. In the last one, this is missing, this is missing, this is missing. So 3 things are missing. And then we have 1 coefficient. So we get 0, 0, 0, 4. This is the coefficient matrix they're asking for. Now they didn't ask here, but suppose they ask for constant matrix. If they do ask for constant matrix, then a constant matrix will be the right side of the equal sign in column format. 5, 1, negative 1, 4. This is our constant matrix. Next question is saying that do the same thing, but this time write the augmented matrix. Now, augmented matrix has a format A vertical line B in a matrix format. That means write down your coefficient matrix A and your augmented matrix B. Sorry, your constant matrix B. So we write 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 3, 1, negative 2, 0, 0, negative 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 4, and then a vertical line, and then our constant matrix. So constant matrix is 5, 1, negative 1, 4. So this is the answer for the augmented matrix. Any question? No question? So anytime if you don't understand anything, guys, please let me know. Go ahead. Is it money or main?
Oh
How
man,
man?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for
So
telling me. Go ahead.
yeah, I just had like a small question for the augmented matrix. Do we always have like to separate the coefficient matrix and the constant matrix with a line?
Are you talking about this vertical line?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you put it, then it will be easier for you to see that this is an augmented matrix. Some people don't use it. I don't know why. But personally, I like to use it. In computer,
Okay.
sometimes when I don't use it, it means I don't know how to write that line in computer.
Oh, okay. I got it done. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, now since you guys are getting bored, I would like you to try this question, find the augmented matrix. It will take only 1 minute for you guys. So try this and then please volunteer someone to tell me the answer for the augmented matrix. So all you have to do is write this in coefficient matrix, vertical var, and then the constant matrix. What will be the answer for this? And if you are ready, you can simply raise your hand to tell me the answer. Eric, good job. Go ahead.
Hello. So we would start with 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then bar 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then 0, 2, 1, -2, 1, and then bar 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then 0, 0, 4, 1, -2, bar 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then 0, 0, 0, 1, -3, and bar 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, and then bar 2.
Perfect. Good job. See? Easy. So in your homework, that's all you have to do. Write the augmented matrix in this format. Okay, the next one. Going other way around. The augmented matrix is given and you have to write the system of equations. So here the bar is not given. So we assume there is a bar here. So you can make the invisible bar visible. So any volunteer to write this down the other way around? Oh, let me see. Riot, go ahead.
Cool. Would it be like 5x subscript 1
Mm-hmm.
minus 2x subscript 2
Mm-hmm.
plus 1x subscript 3 is equal to 3?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Then?
Oh, okay. And then you could do 2x subscript 1 plus 3 subscript x2 plus,
Mm-hmm.
minus 4 subscript x3 is equal
Mm-hmm.
to 0.
Perfect. That's all you have to do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Uh, let me skip this. This is the same thing. Also, if you don't have to use x1, x2, x3, if you want, you can use x, y, z. So if you have three variables and if you're comfortable with x, y, z, you're allowed to use x, y, z. But you don't have to use, but if you want to use x1, x2, x3, it's fine. Okay, now type of systems. There are two types of system we have. One is called consistent system and one is inconsistent. Consistent means it has some type of solution. Okay, it have at least one solution. It may have more solutions, but you have definitely at least one solution. Then it's called consistent system. So a bunch of system of equations you have, if they have a solution, it's called consistent. But if they don't have any solution, then you call them inconsistent. Means the bunch of equations you have, they have no connection. They never intersect one another. So these are system of equations, consistent or inconsistent. And then solution, if you do have consistent system of equations, then you have types of solution. Since you're dealing with linear system of equations, so we have two types of solutions. Either if your system is inconsistent, the solution set is empty. And if the consistent have non-empty solution set. If you do have a solution set, then you have either one solution or infinite solution. And if you don't have a solution, then you have no solution. So, for example, here, if you do have a solution, you can have only two types of solution. Two types. One is either one solution, and then another is infinite solution. So one solution, it means the bunch of lines you have here, 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 a bunch of lines you have. they all intersect at one point. So you have one solution. Infinite solution means a bunch of line you have, they're actually same line, they just look different. They look different, but they're same line. So since they're same line, they're intersecting one another infinitely many times. So that's why we have infinite solution. So if you do have a solution, either you have one solution or infinite solution. And if you don't have a solution, that means it's no solution. Means the lines you have, they are parallel of one another. They will never intersect one another. Only parallel lines, they never intersect one another. So a bunch of lines you have, they're parallel, so they'll never have a solution. Now, if you have two systems of linear equations, it means you have only two lines to work with. So if you have two lines, then there are, again, three scenarios. The two lines intersect one point, so you get one solution. Or the two lines, they are the same line. So this is one, and this is another one. They are the same line, so you have infinite solution. Or the two lines you have, they are parallel, so you have no solution. So same thing. If you do have a solution, then either you have one or infinite. And if you have no solution, then you have no solution. Your solution set is empty. Now, since you're dealing with system of equations, so from system of equations, how do you know whether you have one solution, infinite solution, or no solution? So what we do is we reduce our system of equations. We reduce the matrix we have. So once you reduce at the end of the reduction, if you have at the end of the reduction, if you have 0 equals a number, it means there are no variables on the left side and you have a number on the other side. So it means you have no solution, because it says there are no variable equals -2. What does that mean? It doesn't make sense. No variable is -2. We have no idea what they're telling us. So it means it's no solution. If you have something like this one, we have 0 equals 0 at the end. That means you have same information on the left and right. So we get infinite solution. And when you do have infinite solution, then we have to write down each variable in terms of the free variable. Means if you look at this line has x3 in it, this line also has x3 in it. So both x1 and x2, they are dependent on x3. So we are going to rewrite them using x3. So x1 is 3x3 minus 1, x2 is x3, and x3 is itself. If you don't understand anything now, it's okay. We are going to do this later. But I'm just telling you, how do you identify whatever system you have or whatever solution you have? No solution means something weird. Infinite solution means no variable, 0 equals 0. And then for unique solution, you're going to have x1 equals a number, x2 equals a number, x3 equals a number. So you're going to see unique solution right away. Now, to get all the solutions, we are going to modify or we're going to reduce our matrix. So how are you going to do that? Well, there are only 3 allowed operations we can apply on all those matrices. What are the operations? We can interchange 2 rows. Let's say you have row 1 here, row 2 here, row 3 here, and then in order to solve them easily, you need to change row 3 with row 1. We are allowed to do so. Or we can multiply the entire row by a non-zero number. Let's say you have 1, 2, 3, and then let's say you have 1, 4, 5, something like this. So if you want to cancel out this one, we need to multiply this variable, this equation by -1. So +1, -1, we can cancel. So if you need to multiply an entire row by a number, this is allowed. But that number has to be non-zero number. And then the last operation we are allowed to have is you can multiply one row by a number. So let's say this is row 1, let's say this is row 2, and let's say this is row 3. Let's say you need to multiply your row 1 by, let's say 5. And if you add that with row 3, you get 0, one of the variable. That means you're allowed to do that. You can do 5 times row 1 plus row 3. So you multiply one row by a number, a non-zero number, and add with another row, you're allowed to do so. So swapping rows are allowed, multiplying a row by a non-zero number allowed, and then multiply a row and then add with another row is allowed. So you cannot divide a row by row. You cannot multiply a row by row. You can multiply a row by a number, or you can divide a row by a number. You can add 2 rows, you can subtract 2 rows, but you cannot multiply or divide 2 rows. So interchange 2 rows, multiply by a non-zero number, and then replace a row with the sum of that row and multiples of the another row. These are the three allowed operations we can apply to reduce our row. Now the next thing is homogeneous system of linear equations. So we know what is system of linear equations. It means a bunch of lines written together. Now what does homogeneous mean? Homogeneous basically means all the constants are 0. Okay. So if all the constants in your system of equations are 0 on the right side, that means you're dealing with homogeneous system of equations. You may wonder, well, why do we care? Why does it matter? Well, it matters because every homogeneous system of equations, they are consistent. It means they always will have a solution, always. Now, what type of solution they're going to have, that's a different thing. They may have one solution or they may have infinite solution, but they will always have a solution. There will never be a time when you have a homogeneous system of equations and you get the solution, no solution, which is wrong. So you'll always have a solution for homogeneous system of equations. Now, how do you know when to have one solution and when to have infinite solution? If you have a fewer equations than variables. So if you have more variables than the equations, you will have infinite solution. So you're missing equations. So it means you have infinite solution. But if you have, let's say, x plus y, 2x minus y, 3x minus 4y, so you have more equations than variables, then you're going to have one solution. But if you're missing an equation than variable, so you're missing something. If you have more, it's a good thing. But if you're missing anything, you're lacking something. So it's infinite solution, not unique solution. So this could be 1 or this could be infinite. We don't know the exact rule for this, but for this, when you're missing an equation, it's definitely infinite solution. Definitely. And when you have infinite solution, you need to find out what is your free variable. And then you have to write down the other 2 variables or other variables in terms of the free variables. So you cannot just write infinite solution. You have to write out details. Our x1 is this, x2 is this, x3 is this, and what is your free variable here? With this, you're done in section 1.1. So you're going to do the homework 1D, question number 1D, question number 2, question number 4, question number 5, and its due date will be next week, Monday midnight. So what date is next week, Monday midnight? February 2nd. So the due date is February 2nd on Brightspace. So you're not going to see any submission link, but once I make them available, then you're going to upload them. So you're going to the book, it's online, so you can get the book online and then look at this question. And later I'm going to show the question themselves, and then I'm going to post this question again on Brightspace. Do we get homework every class? Not every class, every week. No, 2 homework per week will be too much. 1 homework per week. Okay, Omar? Any other question from anyone? No problem. Okay, so let me call you guys' name just to practice with your names, okay? So basically I'm taking attendance. If I pronounce your name wrong, please fix me. And I'm taking your attendance based on your name written on Zoom, okay? So Ahmed Abdul Salam,
Yes, I'm here.
good job. Christel,
Yeah.
Christian,
Here.
Christian, Daniel,
Here.
Eric, here. Okay. Franklin,
Here.
Hello? What?
you're here, Eric, right?
Yeah, sorry, my mic was like being weird.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Gashan,
Here.
is it Gashan or Gasan?
Ghassan.
Gasan, okay. Halil,
Here.
did I pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Imran, Imran,
Here.
okay. Jackie,
I'm here.
okay. Jonathan, Jonathan, are you there? Oh, here. Oh, sorry. I didn't see the chat box. Okay. 1,
Here.
it's 1, right? Did
Yeah.
I pronounce it correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Julian, I didn't hear you, Julian.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you. Karma,
Here. Hello.
it's Karma, right?
Yes.
What a nice name you have, Karma. You always remind me of karma.
Thank you.
You know what is karma, right?
Yeah.
What goes around comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kate. It is Kate or Katie?
Kate.
Kate. Okay. Thank you. Kathy,
Here.
Man. You told me your name, sorry, I forgot. How do you pronounce your name?
Man.
Man. Okay, Man.
Yeah.
So the E is invisible.
Yeah. It's like kind of French English, so it has 2 versions.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, the French version is like man, the English version is main, so I really don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Here.
Okay, Matthew. Melissa.
Here. Hello?
Mhm. Okay, I got you. Muhammad Islam.
Here.
What is your middle name?
Junaid.
Okay. Monata.
Here.
Did you pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, you're good.
Monata. Okay. Omar. Oh, I have two Omar. Wow. Omar Chowdhury. Okay. And then Omar D.
Here.
Okay. Prabodh.
Here.
Did you pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, or Casey is fine. Whatever is easier for you.
Okay. Thank you. Rakmanjan.
Here.
Did you pronounce it correctly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And I also have one more question. You're recording this, you will post it on Brightspace, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Rayat.
Here.
Did you pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, you pronounce it correctly.
Okay. Now I have two Sadia. Sadia Sheikh.
Here.
And surprisingly, another Sadia also have last name S. So Sadia, other Sadia. Here. Okay. Saraya.
I'm here.
Did you pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, you did.
Saraya. Okay. Saima. Saima or Saima?
It's Saima.
Saima. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Stephanie.
Here.
Did you pronounce it correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Thank you. And lastly, Valerie.
Here.
Did you pronounce it correctly, Valerie?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, then great. That's all for today. We finished 1.1. We went over syllabus, and later you're going to see homework tab. So enjoy. And Wednesday, if I have online, then I'll let you know. Otherwise, we will be in person. Okay? So goodbye, everyone. Thank you for being here. Have a good day. Be safe. See you all again Wednesday.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.